Good morning from Telluride, guys. I had an unbelievable morning. I woke up to the sun hitting the mountains and I had a perfect view out my back window. Like the alpenglow was just amazing. And I didn't even have to leave my bed to check the sunrise. I literally sat here and just watched the sunrise. I think we're gonna go down to the mountain resort, Telluride Mountain Resort, and do some hiking there, check that out, and then maybe check out the town itself of Telluride later today. So super stoked, man. It's like what dreams are made of, is having views like this with the perfect sunrise, the sounds, like it's just incredible. So making some oatmeal right now and trying a new flavor. I get like the packets just because I think it's a little easier to like measure out and shit, but blueberries and cream. One thing that you take for granted a lot is hot water, and I don't have a water heater here or anything like that. Some vans do, and like RVs definitely have water heaters, which is awesome. But in order to get crap like this like out of your pans, which is like all the grease and all like this sticky stuff, usually what I do to be efficient is while I'm boiling water for the oatmeal, I'll just boil extra water and then I'll just put it in that pan with some dish soap, scrub it around, and it usually comes out pretty good. If not, I'll put more water in the pan itself and then actually turn the burner on, and it just will slowly like make the crap like come up and unstick. It gives you a greater appreciation for those tasks. Like when you make coffee, when you make food, it's like you can just enjoy it a little bit more just because of the extra work and time that goes into it. And at the end of the day, you just value it more. So it's one of like the biggest things I love about living in a van, is just how it teaches you about the simple things that we take for granted every day in our day-to-day lives.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you.
Instead of going to like the ski resort and hiking, there was a bunch of hikes like outside of Telluride, but they take like at least an hour to get to, but they all look so spectacular. Wildflowers, alpine lakes. So I started to go to this one called, oh god, Ice Lake and Island Lake, and it took me to a place called Ophir Pass. And now I'm on another four-wheel drive high clearance road that I don't know if I should even be going down right now. This is what it looks like. Check this out. I mean, there's people who came by in like dirt bikes and like the four-wheel drive like little machines. I just don't know if the van is capable of doing this so much. At this point, I'm just gonna keep going and see how far I make it. I just gotta be a little careful with the terrain I go over, because this van, like, it isn't meant for that sort of stuff. It's not built that way right now. I didn't have really like any work done to the suspension, so I'm just trying to be a little timid here. But at the same time, I wanna go see stuff. Like here's a drop right here. Oof. Okay, well, I'll keep you guys posted.
For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way.
Guys, you're never gonna believe what happened. Literally, one of the cabinets fell off the wall, just like ripped right out the wall, and it's on my bed right now. I remember hitting like a bump, and I thought I just kind of bottomed out, but it must have been the cabinet literally just falling off the wall. And I'm gonna turn around. I'm not going up these roads anymore. This is just way too much for this van. I don't know if it was necessarily like built to withstand this sort of adventure that I like to go on. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. But for now, I gotta turn around and go back to like the town of Telluride and figure some of this stuff out before the whole van just like implodes. But check this out. Check where this cabinet is. It's wild. I just went to go get my drone to fly the drone. And that's what I saw. The stove is like falling out again. This thing literally got ripped like right out of the wall. This is the sort of stuff the guys that come up here with. Adventures are never boring, even when you don't have a plan. I don't even know what to do, guys, so I just like throw it in the woods, just leave it. I have no idea. This is funny. It's not surprising, because honestly, when I first got the van, I noticed I was like a little little iffy, and I think one of the problems was that it wasn't really secured to like the actual frame of the van, and it was basically just screwed in to like this wood sheet here. So with the amount of bumps I've been on just last night, Cathedral Valley in the desert, and like right now, it just was like, yeah, you're on your own, dude, and it just completely fell down. I was gonna see if I could fit it like underneath here, but I don't think it's gonna fit. So I think the best thing I have to do right now is literally just leave it here. I really have no other spot to put it. Space is already tight enough as it is. Now I just have to sleep like on one side of the bed. I think that's my best option, because I just don't know what else, like where else to put this thing. Definitely a curveball in the whole weekend, because now I have to deal with this. Oh man, let's just throw some B-roll up to lighten the mood. I think that'd be a lot better.
Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the balls. I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost.
I'm convinced everything happens for a reason, because if I didn't stop to check out like that noise and what was going on with my cabinet, I probably wouldn't have shot any of that B-roll. And I got so much of like Jeeps and just the cars going on that road. It was like so cool. It happened to be like some of my favorite stuff I've shot yet, just because of the spontaneity of it, and then just how sick it looked when like their tires would come ripping over the rocks and stuff like that. It was just super, super cool. So I'm stoked on all that. I'm currently on the gondola. I don't even know if I'm on the right one or where this is taking me, but I just literally hopped in one and it seems to be taking me like up the mountain. I want to go for like a little hike or something, just walk around. And it's a free gondola. It's like one of the only ones in the country that has a free gondola, telluride here. So that's like amazing. Free gondola, then free hiking, like almost like too good to be true. I'm waiting for like the trap when I get up to the top. Mountain towns are just so beautiful with the aspen trees, the amazing houses, the condos, and then just like being in stuff like this just gets me so fired up for ski season, just for life in general. I love this stuff. It's so cool to see the ski resorts in the summer, just because it's like they're so much different, you know. Not that I've ever been here in the winter, but just like all these are trails that you'd be able to ski down, and now you see like the dirt roads and how they drive around and access them. Whenever you can get up, it's always better. Like you can just look out the views. It's amazing. I don't even really know where I'm going, but I just wanted to get some exercise, move around, because I feel like I've been driving so long. Let's check out this biker rip-by downhill bike. Ew. I'm at the top of the lift here where the mountain bikers get off. Basically what they do is they put the bikes on the chair in front of them, and then they ride the bikes up like that. And then when you get up here, the lifties take the bikes off, and then you hop on your bike and ride down. I want to try to get some shots like of them like riding down, so I'm gonna try to like sneak my way around there, throw the big lens on, and see what we can get, because this is gonna be sick. I love like downhill mountain biking. It's so cool. In my quest to film the mountain biking, I came down to the World Cup trail, which I take it as like one of the most difficult trails here. And check out this drop, guys. Off this like rock thing and just land on the tile down here into like a corner. And I was sitting here just waiting, and like these group of like 3 kids came, and one of them just sent it off that. Kind of reminds me of like Switzerland or something. Not that I've ever been to Switzerland, but just like how green it is, and then like the style of the buildings with the blue sky and the big mountains. For some reason it just reminds me of like Switzerland or somewhere in the Alps like that. It has been a huge challenge trying to find a camping site here, just because of the holiday weekend. There's just people everywhere. I went down to the town after I watched the mountain biking, and it was just so unbelievably packed. I could barely drive. I could barely find a spot to park to like run into the grocery store. So I thought if I came out to the campsites earlier, it was like 5 o'clock, 5:30, that I'd be able to get a spot. And like this whole campsite is just completely full. There's like a whole district that this family blocked off and said like, they put signs up like dead end, this is full, Smith's family camp. And I was like, this is literally like public land, and they just like blocked off the whole area of it. But whatever, I still have a pretty cool spot. Like the only problem is that it's right like on the road. Right there is like the main highway, so I think like the road noise isn't gonna be the best, and there's people driving back and forth, but I think that'll die down like as the night goes on. But anyways, what a crazy day. Like literally had a cabinet fall out, you know? But Telluride was beautiful, and thank you guys for watching that episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I felt like it was kind of like sporadic and like all over the place, but I feel like that's kind of been a pattern with my recent vlogs. Like I don't really have a plan that much. I just know like I want to go adventure, and then whatever happens, happens, like a cabinet falling out. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, you liked it, you didn't like it, let me know, and I'd love to talk to you guys. So take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.